Okay, so part two. Where was I? Alright, CIT 15. So yeah, like I said, I hated the class. I hate technology. I really just wanted to drop it, but my counselor wouldn't let me, and I wouldn't let me. Because when I got signed up and it appeared on my schedule, that was me already making commitment to finish this class. So when I make a commitment to something, I have to finish it. I set my mind to something and I have to get it done, or it just drives me crazy. So, first day of class, August 14th, 2012. I walked in and I sat in the third row on the right side in the back. Nothing really happened on that day. No, the real adventure starts like 3 weeks later, when I'm in the library at school trying to finish up my CIT homework. It's 1 o'clock. The homework's due at 2. I have an hour. I'm rushing, trying to do it. I need a highlighter because my handwriting is so small and all of the stuff is put together so close. I'm afraid that my teacher won't be able to see my answer. So I'm rushing, trying to find a highlighter, and I find 2 of my cousins in the library. So I go up to one of them and ask, and she says no. So I go up to my other cousin, and she says yes. So I get the highlighter, and I'm highlighting stuff. But as I'm walking away with the highlighter, I hear one of her friends go, "Is that your cousin? He's so cute." And my cousin says, "No, that's my cousin, but that's a girl." And this kind of thing has been happening to me since I was like 7 years old. People are always getting my gender mixed up, and I guess I don't help them much because I have this really short haircut and I sag my pants and I don't always wear girls' underwear. Actually, I never do. And I pretty much just adopted the butch life because this is how I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable in a button-down shirt and jeans and Vans. I feel comfortable this way. Anything else just drives me crazy. It's uncomfortable, it's itchy, it's weird, it does weird things to my body. I don't like it. So I dress like a boy. And so, yeah, it's natural for people to get my gender mixed up. So my cousin corrects this girl, and I stop listening because I'm trying to finish my homework. You know, it's 1:40 at that moment, and so I'm like, oh God, got 20 minutes to get to class. So I'm finished, and I'm walking back to give the highlighter to my cousin, and I get to the table, and this girl leans over, and she's like, "You are so adorable," and I'm like, okay. I gotta go to class, and I just walk away. Like, literally, I don't know if walking away was the best thing, but it was the most awkward thing I'd ever experienced in my life. It was so awkward. I can't even begin to explain how awkward it was, guys, but it was awkward. And so I was freaking out about it the entire time I was walking to class. And I got to class with like 10 minutes to spare, and I was still thinking about it. And a lot of my classmates were standing in the hall. We were waiting for our teacher to come and unlock the door. And so I just started talking. I just opened my mouth and I told them about the story. And they were all laughing, but I don't know why. I only heard one person laugh. This girl. I didn't know her name. Honestly, I didn't find out her name until she wrote it on a paper for me. I know it's bad because that happened like 3 weeks later. But yeah, she giggled at my joke, and it was the cutest sound I've ever heard. I don't know if it sounded sweet. It sounded like, "Richard, stop looking at me, dude. You're making this awkward." Sorry, my friend's looking at me while I'm making this video. He's making it awkward. Yes, you are just my friend. Shut up, Richard. Okay, so, like I was saying, it sounded like, I don't know, the sweetest thing you could think of. Sugar, candy, cookies, ice cream, gumdrops. I don't know. It was just a really sweet sound. And from that moment on, I knew I had to go and talk to her. But I was nervous I mean, she didn't look like she was interested in me at all, or that she had even noticed I existed. And so I decided to take it slow. Well, slower than I usually take it when I like a girl, if for those of you out there who know me. So when I got accepted into the disability program at school, I asked her if she would be my note taker, and she said yes. And so she signed my paper, and I found out her name, and then we exchanged emails, and we started emailing each other, and I walked her home to her aunt's house one day, and I saw that she had one of these rainbow bracelets on. You know the ones I'm talking about. And I commented on it. I asked her, I was like, "Oh, cool, I see your bracelet." And she's like, "Yeah, I have a friend who is." And when she said it, I noticed that she hesitated. Like she was uncertain of what her answer was, or like she was nervous or something. And so that made my head start thinking. And so I got cocky, or I got a burst of courage, because I tried this really stupid pickup line on her, and I didn't think it would work, but she laughed about it, and it was good. And from then on, we became friends, and I walked her home a few times. I was late to class, and when we email each other a lot since she didn't have a cell phone. And I don't know, we became closer, and the more I talked to her, the more I realized that I really liked her. And the more I talked to her, the more I saw that the pain of what my ex did to me was going away. Like she was the light that chased all the darkness out. So I think I told myself that I needed her as my justification for going after her, even though she had already made it perfectly clear to me that she was straight. So I started cracking little jokes like, "Oh, one day when we get married, or I'm gonna marry you," and stuff like that. And she never said anything bad about it. She would just giggle and go along with it. So I felt like I had a chance. And it surprised me when she started acting with it. She held my hand one day on October 28th, 2010. No, 2012. Haha, wrong year. She held my hand for the first time, and my heart leaped out of my chest. October 29th, she leaned her head on my shoulder for the first time while we were waiting for her to go to class. October 30th, she leaned her head on my shoulder and then kissed me on the cheek as I walked her to class. And she planned it out, I guess, because she kissed me and then left. And then emailed me the next day for me to take it as I will. Because since she was straight, I didn't want to push her into anything. I wanted her to be completely sure that whatever she was feeling, or whatever I was maybe making her feel, all my come-ons and everything, I wanted her to be completely sure about it. And so I asked her if she would let me know by making the first move. And so she did on October 31st, 2012. But since I'm already at 9 minutes again, I'm going to have to make part 3. So more on my crazy adventure of college in a minute. Okay, bye.